Got a Voyager coming through now, guys. Remind me of my mum's train is at 4:27 or 4:49. So when I was on last week, this one. There we go. Going fast. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to just a normal Model O video. I've got to do a bit of tidying first before we can get the trains up and running again. So basically for today it's just an update and we're just going to run trains today and that'll be it. I know it's not massively exciting, but as I say, I'm doing the best I can with the trains and the real mainline stuff at the moment. But as you can see from yesterday, I basically started making an effort onto the railway to recycle as much as I can with the magazines, but boxes need to be moved again. I'm going to have to move them in a different area. I need an actual shelf for all this. It's actually balmy still here. It needs to be completely clear mess. This is one of the reasons why I haven't done much Model O reasons. Well, it's one of the main reasons why I haven't done so many Model O videos at the moment, because of this mess. This whole bundle of stuff I still got to go through, which at the moment I can't, because there's so much still to recycle and things that still need to go to charity and there's things that I need to sort out. So that's why at this moment in time everything's still a complete shambles and a mess, and that means that everywhere is still kind of messy because I haven't had time 24/7 to get everything squeezed in. At the moment I've probably got about 8 hours a day to cover everything in, and I've got studying to do in the afternoon, see if I can maybe write it up, but it'll get done after I've done my videos. So the magazines are going to be have to be put into the photos, isn't it? Which is the sad thing of only having a Model O yourself and then trying to find the space for everything is an utter nightmare, especially in a smaller house. It's completely balmy. But for now I might have to buy a Bluetooth speaker system, which they are there because I've got nowhere else to put them at this time. So for now I'm going to basically set up a little running looper track for the trains to run on, still haven't yet fixed the GNR HST set with needs to be sold on one clip, but one side of the wire, which would probably be easy to do. It just needs some soldering, and that metal strip it goes between the solder, and it can reconnect to the railway, and it'll be running again like a normal train. So that is the good thing about this, that it just needs to be resoldered back. Back on the track, it just needs that one wire to be back on, and the lights will be lit up as normal. Which would be a good thing, but all these cables, well, some are for the speakers, the old speaker system which I did have, which I don't anymore. So my locomotives, I need to move out of the way for now, so we can actually get the locomotives running for this morning. Will be the class 66, the class 25. We'll hopefully get the class 43 as well, but she might have to be for the training car. This one will be temporarily out of use until I resolder that back while on properly up and running again, and she can be up and active again like normal. So I'm just adding a little railway setup for the time being, at least until I get the space and the time to set up the proper dream layout, which is going to happen at some point very soon. For now though, I've got a whole bundle of stuff to sort out, which is going to be a challenge in itself. As I say, this is just going to be a running section of trains and bits and pieces like that. It's basically going to be, today is just going to be about running trains, just to have a bit of fun, get some things set up, get them moving on the track. Obviously, a lot of people who are into railways, they're going to find themselves at some point in time I'm on the railway and they want to expand it, which I will bring on a video to cover that area very soon. I think I'll probably do it Friday, possibly, or Saturday. I'm hoping to be in Dawlish on the weekend if I can. If not, then I will have to do it the following week after. But yeah, health needs to come first before things in situations. So what's my main goal with the railway? My dream now, well, as I say, it's going to be tricky to organise all this, but I'm going to try my best to organise everything and just make sure everything's going to be up and ready to basically run into the trains I have available for today. I'm not going to mainly not run HST for today specifically, but I'm going to mainly focus on getting the castle, the steam today, and the cargo set for the freight train, and we'll get the AC electric running as well. But it's also going to have a bunch of steam running too. So we're going to have the 87 as well out. As well as we might try to run the Pendolino, it's power car, and see how well she runs. And if she runs rather well, then we'll get her, hopefully get her new set of carriages and her train car. She's going to be featured, actually. She's going to be featured in a future video, but for now she's going to be, when I mean a future video, it means that, and the GNR HSTs are definitely going to be in a future video as well as all the other HSTs I'll probably collect this year, which I'm hoping to just get a bundle of them and be done with it, but as I say, from yesterday is what I'm going to, my main focus to get first. As for the castle sets, well, yes, as I say, there will be a castle HST model running around soon. I will be potentially buying some at the end of this month. If not, I will definitely get one next year. But yeah, I'm just into one at the moment in time. We're coming up to September, which so I made my mind up which what trains I'll buy, or will I get something completely different. So I did buy myself a cargo train this year, which is that red one you have seen running around on the route. Does the Pendolino run? Well, I can switch the right switch on, which will turn the controller on, and then we'll just connect her up to the connections, and that will give it its answer if she's still a runner. She doesn't run near as much as the other trains, but I still check her from time to time to make sure she's still working, to make sure Hawaii unit is going to be up and ready for an action video. So we're going to just to try interact with the motor and try to get them moving. And she does run. Thank you. She's doing rather well for a motor. Only doing half an hour today, but am I going to get international trains? Am I going to get any American diesels for that? I'm not sure at the moment, but I'm definitely considering it. But at the moment I need to focus to get my dream layout set up, and in itself it's going to cost me a bit to sort that out. So I've got a inside line which is going to be the inside line is basically just the layout one for now, but I'll eventually get that sorted out. Have I got a goal with my dream layout? What's the length of it? It's going to be basically going to be a 6 foot by 4 foot, but instead of 6 foot, it's going to be about 4.5 foot of length of track. Basically a tinny run circuit, but the main difference is for doing that is going to be based all off the HST sets. So you have GNR Castle sets, the East Coast, the Vanity versions, the Virgin Livery, NER, East Midlands, the Network Rail HST, the Castle sets, as I said, First Great Western set. There'll be a whole bunch of different ones on this time out. There will be different versions of it. And on top of that, obviously how it's planned, I'm planning on doing a few more extra things to the layout. I want to build my layout onto an area where I have a platform put in, and then basically those two parts of the platform where basically off camera, where you can't see it, but off camera you basically this corner here where it's sitting at the moment, basically where the train will pull in and you have model people standing near the platform edge, and you get people taking photos and things like that with the HST sets. So that would be cross country as well, cross country HST set. And there will be a whole bundle of others as well, alongside all the iconic ones from back in the day, which means that there will be a whole bundle of different HST sets. But there will be others as well, as I say, but for now, I think for this month there will be only Castle, Midland Pullman, and there will be the Intercity set. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm hoping if I do get it, then at least I got a set ready to go. But I mean, the Castle set, which one of the few people was like saying, what are you going to do with the Castle set? What are you going to do with the First Great Western set? Well, all that lies down to what I'm planning on doing with all the different trains that I will be owning in time. Same for the Blue Pullman HST set, same with, travelling on them, which I'm hoping to do next year, and definitely, so I do have to think wisely what I'm spend my money on this time around, because the next thing will be aiming to mainly going to use, next lot of savings will be used for a journey up to Scotland on the first class HST set, on the Midland Pullman set, and I'm really hoping that I will have the opportunity, depends how I approach the savings lot, I could potentially do it this year, or I could potentially do it for next year or the year after, depending on how things go and obviously. So how many lines are you going to have? Well, there's going to be 2 lines for this layout for my dream layout, which basically continue around the circuit of different forms of the HST set. So obviously I'm hoping to get some shelves up, a big long shelf along here. I do eventually want to put my speakers up on the shelves, so just play music when I need them. And I might get separate speakers for the TV for something for films and stuff like that. But at the moment I just can't do all that as yet. I think also for the railway, for my dream layout, it is going to be a complicated system, but the idea is I'm basically going to have loads of express points like these, which are nice and gentle, and they'll be perfect for the castles and all the different HST fleets. They are going to be perfect for my dream layout. They're going to be fantastic for the for my. It's going to be HST heritage line. It's going to be based off all the different eras of the HST sets. So you've got the 1980s, you've got the 1970s, you've got the the 1990s sets with the Virgin liveries, First Great Western sets. You've got all these different type of HSTs that are going to be on my dream layout, which is based off these iconic trains that are made in Britain in the 80s and the 70s, and they actually had the iconic look to them. I'm hoping to see a castle tomorrow, assuming my mum's being well and free up to taking me places. I'm hoping to do something a little bit more local with trains tomorrow. Hopefully get some more castle sets to come through. It will do me good to see some more HSTs, especially being the castles are next up. They will disappear, but sad times. But at least I got the opportunity last week, not the weekend, but last Friday, I did kill some cross-country HST sets, which was a good thing. But sad thing, they're now gone. Yep. And when Alex HD did his video with them on Monday, when it was the last final day of it, I mean, a lot of people probably missed all the iconics. I know I did miss the cross-country HST sets, and I mean, mind you, I've never actually been on that many cross-country HST sets. I think the mainly been the Voyagers. The amount of times I've gone from Plymouth to down to Dawlish. So mainly the cross-country sets I've been on, mainly been the Voyagers. I mean, the Voyagers themselves are nearly 30 years old, so they're almost the same age as me. I mean, they're getting on close to my age, so they have been around a while. In itself is incredible, but yeah, it's sad times to actually see all the HSTs going. The only one you might see from spring next year is the Midland Promenade HST. Hey, there might also possibility there will be bringing the castle sets out during the summer next year. I just don't know. As for the country sets, well, I expect they'll probably be painted up and they'll get their attention with interest during the 50th anniversary, which is in about 5 years, I think. But hopefully we'll get something from that. The last great memory to see them get scratched my ear, which really annoys me. But yeah, this whole bundle of stuff which I wanted to set up my dream out, and I really do, because I've been dying to actually get it sorted out on my dream out for a long time. And I just haven't had the time or the money or the space for it all, and well, it's mainly just the room for it. The layout is going to be, I think it's going to be worth it, but it's going to take some time to build it up, to make it more like how I want it. And of course, every layout anyone owns, whether it's WONTHO or any other layout, length. There's also the 009, isn't there? So this station will be on the outside and that side, and there'll be a station on the inside of that line, and then in the centre down this end will be all the signs for the HST sets. How that's going to work, I don't know. At the moment I am not 100% sure how it's all going to work, but I'll think it through and see how it will turn out. But at the moment it's going to be a challenge to try to get it being perfect. So yeah, there will be trains running today. The first half of the HST will be running with the 57, and obviously we'll have the cargo going today as well. So the car 66 by Batman will be up and running, putting its NGR hoppers or some wagons, so she'll be running as well. Doesn't have the freedom to move as comfortably or as freely it should be. The complete underside of this car 66 is my first 66 I own in my tyre collection. In DB Cargo of 66 152. I've never seen 66 152. I'm sure it's around somewhere, but I have never seen that one. You can see some instrument panels on the 66, and I got a relatively close-up real version one of these back in spring. I got a window opportunity to see it inside the camera as it was moving. Doesn't happen too often, but I got the opportunity to see it. But yeah, it's pretty mad thinking that these sets international. I don't think these are American based. I think they are Canadian. I think they're part of Canadian based locomotives. So they were more suited to things like heavy hauled, long, heavy trains. And they will pull them over the hilltops and down steep gradients there. That sort of train. They'll pull heavy loads. And nothing really can stop them. Nothing would hold them back to pulling a strong, heavy load right across the UK network down, and they've just been like, well, this bus is being difficult. But yeah, it's a train of make things look very easy. I've never seen a Fast 57 put in some castles, but I guess there's possibly a potentially opportunity at the end of this year. I'll probably see that, but don't know. But yeah, I'm going to mainly just build up the railway today and just basically just to get some railway and stuff set up and get this going. As I say, the railway will be so the main idea is basically I get the Penzino power card out of the way. Not too sure what I'm going to do with the Penzino, but I'm going to try and find an opportunity to use it somewhere. But basically the points are going to be one inside, just there, so that way they've got two there, and then you've got another two on the far side of that area. So you've got another one here, so that way you basically got GNR, HST in the middle one, the inside one can be the Pullman, and then the outer two will be First Great Western for the third delivery one. I mean, you just got a whole range of choices with options for trains, and you can. I mean, this BR Black train, which is basically got strong buffers but no couplings, and you can change them out to a more very thin tension lock couplings, but for me I just don't see a point because obviously it's only occasionally gets used and it occasionally gets run. It doesn't run as often as some of the other units, but and I've still got a bundle of stuff to sort out for this railway, but for this moment I'm going to just clean up as much as I can and get this railway set up, and we can get some trains moving for the last 20 minutes or so. But we just need to get them connected first. So we've got that one on, and then we just need to connect that one. And we've got the train car of the castle set at the back of the HST set. As for the First Great Western set, then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Just need to set this corner up. Oops. My original plan today was going to be a companion door video, but I thought to myself, well, not a companion door video, but a gameplay video for you. But I decided today we might be in a better opportunity to actually at least try and get some trains moving today. So the next thing up, we need to get line 2. Doesn't matter today. We'll get line 2 set up once we know the line's going to be suited for the setup. But we'll try our best and see what we can do, and see if we can get more multiple tracks set up. But at the moment, I've got basically the outside lane will be the main portion at the moment. Then the other lot can be done later on. You just need to put a small one in the middle there. I haven't really bought myself many trains this year. I only bought one, and generally I would buy a bundle of them. If, long term I tend to buy a bundle because these are them bundles between times where I can't afford them for any reason. Then I tend to buy a whole bundle of them because it's just easier than buying them just individually. Number 14. So let's get line 2 and line 1 set up first, and then we'll go back the other one or later on. I might just set up half the line there, and that way they can just sort of join on somewhere. I will bring this video to an end shortly. So this railway is going to be rather lengthy, but tunnel's just been, well, the tunnel's been rather helpful in a lot of ways. It meant I can actually run my trains as freely as I want, and not too many things can be in the way. But yeah, for the inside line, it's going to be basically sorting everything out to get it moving properly before all the trains can run properly down it. Because it's going to be a 2-line track, but when I do that, it's just going to be 2 lines going from one end to another. And it just basically just loops itself, comes back round, and it goes in its side and pick up all the trains that are going to come out of there. As for the outside line, there will be a couple of sidings for the cargo train. That way that the trains can be used for the freight when they're necessary. we'll try to get some trains going next week, next time. I'm just busy building it up at the moment. As you can see, I'm starting to make room for it, but as I said, it's tricky to get everything done in the space of a few days. It's not exactly easy to set everything up in that time. But I do try my best. Trying to make some room for it all. That one's definitely not going to sit properly. We need some new fish plates on it. There we go. I don't know, that's all that matters. Need a small straight piece down, and that one's going to be ready to go. And you can come up, go around about. Join on to the other sets. Because obviously the railway is ready to go. Well, I think we've got one layout, well, one line ready set up. Give it a try, and then we'll end the video off. Just running around the Class 57 with the castle set. Just need to put the, need to put my so I need to put in the last connection to the power of the trains. I'll just try to get it running around for one lap and see how it gets on. So this is a 57 GWR castle set. I don't know if it's going to be active because obviously the controls might be a little bit off because I haven't connected properly, but hopefully it should be alright. I think it's on, but there's no life in the train. See if we've got any life at all, because it's probably going to be these points partially going to be affecting the connections. Just there's no life in the controller at all. It's bizarre. This is life. I always know when there's life because the lights come on. The other one hasn't been connected entirely. There we go, we've got life again. This one is a Class 57 for a castle set. And she will be pulling, eventually the proper HST set will be pulling this train. It would be the 57, it will be the Class 43 pulling this properly soon. Obviously, of course, if I change my mind and I get something else, then it will be next year. During, maybe after Christmas sometime. Hopefully got some life in the train. It goes to show that the train does have life in it, which is a good thing. I did have that feeling about this connection wasn't properly connected. There we go, hopefully that's in line with each other. That connection's on. She's got to go back and go and get a train because what she's done, or what the train has done. So the castle set should be ready to go very momentarily, but there is stuff in the way to shoot the train to be running. So let's get the castle set, or what is still part of the castle set for now, but it won't stay that way. But at least we got the railway set up. It needs a bit of tidying up, but at least we got line 1 up and active again, which is a good thing. Just got need to get line 2 set up next, and then we'll start to see some improvements with the layout. And once we get the tracks set up, we can start thinking about getting ballast in and the caulk and underlay. Everything else can be starting to look more like a proper railway instead of being it's just some track and trains running around it. So it should look half decent once that's all been put into place, but for right now it will make do for this moment, and I will add to it later. But hopefully it also means that hopefully the camera behave itself and I can get this uploaded for you this morning. So hopefully we'll get this up fairly quickly. I hope you guys have a great morning, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Possibly for a mainline video tomorrow, but I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know tomorrow. Have a great day and peace out.